what is true love and where can it be found? Can true love be found on social media? Can true love be found in churches? Can true love be found? Hey, where can true love be found? It's today's live on Equa Television International. My name is Tori Jane Akali, Joyce Jakada, Solomon Sambo Sabe, and Jamima Emmanuel. Yeah, they are the brilliant people that are doing this. Are doing this with me because they know that I will not have a lot to say. They have made me anchor of the day. So, honestly, people are confused as to where true love can be found. Some people say, no, if you're a Christian, go to church. That's where it's found. Join the youth fellowship, join the choir. So people trick God into being a temporary member of a of a group just because they are looking for love, and then once love is found, they say, hey, I joined that group to find you. Now that I found you, I'm going back to my old sad wrong way of living. So but on today's live, Mondays we talk about work, Tuesdays we talk about life, Wednesdays we talk about love, Thursdays we talk about education, and Fridays we talk about social media. And as it has to do with the day, we are asking, can true love be found on social media? Lover girl, let me start with you.
I wanted to ask her, you're married and you're a
Lover girl, let me start with you.
Well,
you see who the lover girl is? Just go ahead.
My name is Joyce,
aka Lover girl, standing on the sandy ground. What's it?
Solid.
On solid rock. She stands on solid rock to be a lover girl. So answer the question. Okay, let's establish it this way. Let's get our directions about this topic. Let's do a yes or no. Can true love be found on social media?
Yes.
Can it be found?
Yes.
Can it be found? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today's live. We have come to the end of the show. True love can be found on social media. Go and find your love.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Go and find the love. If it can be found, what are we wasting time explaining? Maybe, just maybe, people want to know how. And how do I know that this love is true? Because James Peter is saying, I love you on social media. And Dexter Sampson is saying, I love you on social media. And then Martin Phillips is saying, I love you on social media. So should I go with the one whose name is more Christian? Or Marcus Ibrahim? How do I know? Is it from the name that I can tell that I can find true love from this name? Because we have seen a Jimmy that cheats, and we have seen a Jimmy that is the true lover. We have seen a Tony that is a true lover. We've seen a Tony that is an amazing lover. We've seen a Samson that is a bad lover, and we've seen a Samson that is a modest lover. So how, if yes, how can I know that this love is true regardless of where I'm finding it?
When you talk about true love, literally it speaks of commitment. It speaks of like genuinity. Like it speaks of.
We don't know. You are telling us.
Okay.
Lover girl.
My name is Joyce.
Go ahead, lover girl.
To just sum it up, I think it's just about commitment.
Just, you have a boyfriend.
Oh my God.
We are all Christians. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
I want to answer the question first.
You have been disrespecting me on this show for a very long time. I've been watching you. And people know that I've been patient with you.
I have a brother in my life.
Wow, amazing. And we didn't know. Go ahead. You see, watching the TV.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
A brother in
Christ.
Christ.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
You think it's easy
For
to find a
having-
brother?
A brother. I said I don't have a boyfriend, I have a brother.
That's why we said congratulations.
Thank you. I'm happy. Okay, so
The brother came now. And you met, so congratulations.
as I mean my brother. So true love, summary is
It is to joy soon and love back. Again, the families of late Ibrahim Carpenter and cordially request the pleasure of Well, we just decided to keep it quiet.
We're like friends. He's like a brother to me.
Every wedding card, the families of late, the person can never be alive. The families of late.
It is well with me on Christ the solid rock I stand.
Keep standing, lover girl. Explain the point that you are going to make.
True love is about to someone, and then finding true love on social media. To be realistic, a lot of people don't believe in that, while some believe. Recently I saw a lady made a post about she said this social media that people are busy complaining about fake life, fake this. Is here I found my husband when they were marking their third 3 months into marriage, and she said this is where I found my husband, and he found me as well. While we've had stories of ladies too that got scammed, and then they got even killed because of the person that went to their DM saying, I love you, I truly love you, I just want us to meet. So some people have believed that when it's on social media is not true. I'm just catching cruise, I'm just catching fun. But it should be when we meet physically, that is the true love. A lady shared her story that when she was serving, when you come, people tell you, see, it's 1 year old. If you try anything, don't even think that anybody that tells you I love you here really means it. It's just to have fun. After this 1 year, everybody just faced his own square root. And even though she believed in the true love, but then she was skeptical. But she met this guy that kept saying I love you and all of that, and she believed him. They started relationship. Eventually, one day he came to her house. While he was in her house, he was professing the I love you and all, and he just stepped out. He wanted to ease himself, and his phone, like, there was a beep message. She picked the phone and then she opened it. It was a WhatsApp reply, or was it? Yeah. And she saw, he told the lady that he truly loves her, and that the last meeting they had was actually remarkable, and the lady was expressing love, he was also expressing love. And then she was broken when he came back, and she asked him, but you said you just finished telling me you love me and you kept professing love, and then here is another girl on WhatsApp, you're chatting and you're telling her. I said that's social media now, like it's nothing serious. So for some people, whatever they do on social media is social media now. There's nothing serious on it. In it, it is when you meet physically. But like I answered earlier on, true love for me can be found anywhere. So even on social media, there are people that get people that are committed to them, and then they end up together. Like, so there are others that you see them, like you rightly asked earlier, in the church. Is it when I find him in the church that makes him genuine? Somebody just called after our discussion on Wednesday, and bride price, should a lady assist? He said yes, and I said what? Nah them. And he called me immediately and said okay. He explained he has a friend, and currently he's being charged about $1 million just after the first visit. The lady has the capacity, he doesn't have. Why can't she assist him? And I said I don't think she should assist him. The only place of that lady is for her to speak with her people that this is his financial capacity. Please, they should consider that, but not for her to go and give him half the million or the complete money and all. And he said, well, that was his own point of view, but to him personally, he would not want the lady to actually pay. But since in that case she has the money, she should pay and all that. So he was explaining an experience. He met a girl in the church. She was all religious and committed, prayerful and all, and he felt, this church girl, she'll be wife material and all. He approached the lady. He was really open to say that, yeah, in the course of the relationship, like, he had knowledge of the lady, he slept with her. He asked God for forgiveness and all, but he had. And then he found out that this lady that has been always the church girl, please no, I cannot do this till after marriage and all, that unfortunately he said there was no way that she wasn't a virgin. So she was just putting up the drama, more like I have an identity, I'm trying to hide, there's something I'm hiding, I don't want him to find out I'm this open, and then him just leaving me like that. So he was really disappointed that after thinking that in the church you can find, so that there are a lot of people today claiming to be, but they are just there to find somebody. But that's not really their identity. They just join the choir, they join the band because there's somebody they are seeing there and they just want to get the person's attention. And he just felt, I can't continue this relationship. He ended it. And well, that was his decision. But for me, it is not more about the location, but it's about the person.
Can you be found on social media?
Yes.
Is that where you were found?
No. Okay. I don't want to.
Where were you found?
I thought we were discussing a topic.
Yes, it's still the topic. You know, singles, you people have a lot of things to hide. When, as a matter of fact, as married men, women on the show, we talk about one time our wife, one time my husband, one time. So when we ask you stuff, it's for people to learn. It's not for us to know. We already know. We already know. So you said you can be found on social media. Were you ever found there?
Found as what?
As lost but found. Jemima, did you ever have a relationship on social media?
Yes, I met this person on social media.
This your husband?
No. You said ever.
No, okay, yes. So, but how did you go?
Well, it started well, but didn't end well.
Okay.
Yes.
Will you blame the social media for it not ending well?
No.
Okay. I think that the social media is just a channel to which people can be
Yes.
found, you know, and then there are every you find every kind of human beings there. You know, there are an assortment of individualities there, and people just feel once she posts and she bends this way, she's available. When she looks serious, there I go to the youth fellowship and find, you know. But you don't know that most people who look coordinated on social media is because their parents are online. Their pastor is following them, their friends, so they coordinate. That's why you see people having dual personalities online.
Yeah.
They have names nobody is aware of unless they give you their handles. You can't find them, or their accounts are private. On Instagram, if your account is private, it doesn't show you the pictures and all that until you send a request to the person. And if the person knows that you are not a bird of the same feather, that request will linger and nothing would be done. But if we're talking about finding true love on social media, I think the question we should have asked before even going into whether or not you can is, what is true love? If we define what true love is, then it should be able to tell us whether or not the location is relevant. So let's go back to that. Lover girl, what is true love? You have exhausted your points.
See people with experience.
It's not by experience.
Scattered everywhere.
I think anytime Joyce is on this set, we should give Hassan a mic. Let him be the hype man for the show. Once she says something, let him be the attacker.
That would make sense.
Then we'll jam after the show.
You can't jam anywhere. We'll give him security aids and all that.
Loving from the heart, loving without limit, without conditions, not being boastful, not being controlling.
They are sounding scriptural now.
Picky.
So true love is basically loving unconditionally, without any strings
That's
attached.
your question.
Yes.
Do you think I agree with that point?
Well,
No, it's just
I
yes or
agree.
no. You think I agree with that point that you just made?
Maybe not all of it.
Okay. Do you think Solo will agree to that point?
Some of it.
Do you think Joyce will agree to that point?
Some of it.
Why do you think some of it?
Because they have their opinions as
That's
well.
true. Because what true love means to you is not, I don't
Yes.
care.
Yes.
But because for some people, buying gifts is true love.
Yes.
For someone else,
Calling them
saying I
every day.
love you is true love. For another person, being around them
Mhm.
is true love.
Yes.
I watched all short clips online, and then they asked about 10 girls. Would you rather be with your main man or your side man? 9 of them said with their side men. Yeah. Why? Because their main men are kept as providers. You see how ladies treat us? Like someone said that he found out that she saved his number as my precious ATM. Oh no, precious ATM 1. Precious ATM 2. So she has ATMs, like she has men that are just good for withdrawals. And then she has men that are pleasurable to her, if you understand. So the shaggy that men see from sisters is nothing compared to the ones that sisters see from men. I know a lot of people will disagree, but this is why it looks like men deal with ladies the more, because a brother would not want to share so that you will not think he's a weak person. You know, as a man, they will laugh at you and say, you as a man, why you let woman do you that thing? Do you understand? Yes. So he would rather be quiet with it. And when you are talking about love, he will just be like, where's my phone? Okay, it's charging. Okay, please help me check. Is it charging? Okay. Just so that he does not mess up and say what he went through. But you see, men go through a lot. Men go through a lot. You see, I've talked with a lot of married men, and I think someone brought it up recently that they went for a convention of their professionals. The professionals is not a church thing, so they were discussing, and someone said that they should deal with topics like sex, because a lot of people are suffering from that, you know. So they brought a lot of topics, but one seemed to, you know, who should make the advance for it. And then they noticed that 80% of the men that are there, they are the ones that engage their women. Their women just lay. If you don't touch them, nothing. They will not make the move. Now, is that pride or what? I know it sounds like we are deviating, but we're talking true love, right? So is it something that is good that a man is the one always asking, and when you don't ask, there's this assumption that you are getting it somewhere else? You know, so men go through a lot. That's why you see the ones that are advancing on social media to start wooing women are men. The ladies just show their availability. Yes. The ladies just show their availability for the man. And then the men are like, there's one more available person. There's another available person. Being online does not mean availability. I have posted several times that I am online does not mean I am available. So when people see you online, they start chatting you up, and they even blame you. They say, I saw you online. But I saw you online. Yes. Somebody called me several times and said, I was calling you, are not picking. I said I was in a meeting. He said, but the other time I called, you were on another call. I said, yes. He said, you could have picked my call. I said, no, I couldn't have picked your call. I was in a meeting, and it was a committee. And they asked me to call someone and put it on speaker. I didn't have to explain that to you, but I'm just letting you know that I can be busy, yet I'm on call waiting. It's still being busy. If at that point, what I have to do is calling that person to deal with an issue. Most of the fights you have are people you are related to that you have not met. This social media thing, go and start a love relationship on social media with somebody you have not met. Person will fight you that 2 days you did not respond to my chat. 3 days you didn't do this. You have been online, but you are not doing this. So if we have defined true love, if she defined true love as that, and she knows that you may not 100% agree to what true love is to her. You may not agree to that. What is your own separate opinion other than what she said true love is?
Okay, me, I will summarize it this way, even though people may not agree
It
with
doesn't
what
matter. It's their
but,
opinion.
so I see true love.
By people, you mean matter and the rest. So my matter is that.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Ah,
Her birthday was recently.
I can't bring matter issue here
Okay.
for my
Okay.
safety.
Okay.
And my, yes.
There are other people's matter that you can bring here, but not matters matter.
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I God is true love.
No, but we're talking man and woman now.
Yes, God is true love.
Let your pastoral calling not show up here in this matter. But we are talking true love between
Yeah.
a man and a woman,
and
honestly.
a woman. Okay, you see, I think on this show, there's this day we are discussing a particular topic, and then you mentioned something. Why is this thing escaping from my mind? But let me just make this point. I know I will remember, and I will remind you. We're talking true love, man and a woman. But I'm looking at it from the understanding. Now I remember the difference between you knowing what true love is to you is the level of information you are exposed with. If your mindset is being shaped by the word of God, definitely out there you will see love differently from the way other people will see based on their exposure. But if it's coming from me, I will say based on my exposure to the word of God, I'm sorry. Yes. God is love. And you are talking true love. That is a love that is not found wanting. That's a perfect love. And the reason why I said that is because example of the life we are to live is found in God. That is in Jesus Christ. So if you are out there and you're looking for love and coming to the question, can true love be found in social media? Yes. It's just like you are saying, can God be found in social media? It's yes. So if your shaping is based on the word of God, and word of God is your standard as living your life, that means you will still find someone there that is being shaped that way, and you will connect. And I feel if you connect, something positive will come. But imagine someone that is not exposed with a particular information, and then he's out there coming back now to reason why even you are in the social media. What is driving you to be in the social media? Some, they are just there to make money, nothing else. And making money anyhow. That is why you see all such a manner of nudity, simply because to attract traffic. Some are there to make business. Some, they are there to find those that are available, like you said. By the virtue of the way they post and the kind of things they tag, when they post their picture. Then somebody is saying, hey, see a prayer here. Can we try it? And before you know it, hello, hi. You begin to use your psyche to know what kind of person you are. What are you even looking for? Why are you even there? Gradually, by simply chatting, you already give him an idea of why you are there in the social media. And before you know it, he engage you based on that. And at the end, you find out, you will start shouting, either men are scam or something, simply because you position yourself, or you give someone an idea of who you are, and he presented himself just like the issue of choir. You understand? Like somebody joining choir, like me, for instance. Like, how can I join choir?
But
The issue is not the bus. The
no,
issue is
but-
those so far. I try my possible best. I think I joined choir, but even though there was this lady that almost dragged me, I went there. But the choir master helped me. there's this training that if you're a newcomer, they will ask you to come and stand out and then do the sofa. They will give you 1 week, you go and do. So my own case is beyond repairs. So to me, someone is more like a
the board.
So
the board is affected.
So they had to send me away. So just this background that I painted. So it's just the exposure, and not talking about the issue of where I painted now. If you talk about even exposure, doing the right thing, we have morality. There are people that are not their life, they know that this thing is wrong. They know this thing is right. So even if you check their relationship, you will just see that it's just that Christ icing that is missing. But morality is there. He knows that he's not supposed to make you angry. He knows that he's supposed to pet you. He knows that he's supposed to buy gift for you when he has money. He know. So he try his possible best and keep that morality intact.
There are so many things that are unpredictable about this human being. Eating.
So,
when last did I get anything like that? It doesn't exist. Oh my God. Round up your points, my brother.
Yes, so that's the angle me I'm coming from. Yes, there's an angle of morality. You know that some people are practicing very well. You know, when something is working.
Okay,
you go
actually,
with
the
it.
question was, what is true love?
Yes, so that is it.
As a code
Oh, you have answered what true love is.
True love. God is true love.
So now I think you know more than what you said. You are just being economical with the truth. I'm just
like you don't want to be caught.
Yes, you are just being economical with the truth. Maybe Solo has expressed true love in a manner that is inconsistent with his definition about it. So he decided to be economical with the truth on
God
today's
is
life
true
in
love.
church. So we are talking man, woman.
Okay. True love is when you are being considerate. Is when you are being is when you are being supportive. Is when you are being understanding, and then when you are being patient. If you allow me. Let me just summarize it this way.
They are watching.
Understanding, petty, kind gifts, supportive. These characteristics
Joyce.
are well noted.
Standing on that solid rock, what is true love?
True love is commitment. True love is dedication. True love is devotion to another. And true love is being deliberate and intentional about making the person you chose to be with better. I've heard people said love is not enough when it comes to relationship, or when they are at the point of deciding to marry.
I am that people.
Yeah, they will tell you, okay, love is not enough. You will need understanding, you will need communication, you will need all of that. People, this. At some point, I used to say too that I think love is not enough. But I've come to realize that what exactly is the definition of love? Because most times when you talk about love, the mind goes to the emotion, the state of the mushy feelings, the affection you have, and all of that. But I think that if there's true love, then there should be understanding. In it, there should be respect. In it, there should be submission. All other factors that we try to say that love is not enough, you will need understanding, because the point you say you need to pay 200,000 school fees, or the house rent is finished, or you need to renew your rent, or your wife is saying you need this, or there's this like coming up. At that point, it is not the love, it is understanding. When he says I don't have it, it is the understanding that will play a vital part there. But I think that if you love, and you love truly, you are committed, you are devoted to that person and you are intentional about seeing that person better, then there is understanding. There will be respect. There will be submission. Like you want to cover and the person covers you. So for me, true love is commitment, dedication, devotion to one another, being deliberate about making the other person better.
Okay, with all of these definitions that we give, I am anchoring, so I don't have to say what true love is. But with all of this, with all of these definitions that we gave about true love, is it found in the reality of today's people's love lives?
Yes, it can be found.
No, I didn't say can it. I said, is it found?
It's found, but it's very few. Like it's rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's rare. Is it almost to the extent that you can say it's not found?
It can be found.
Okay, so why do we have more heartbreaks now than ever? Why do we have more separations now than ever? Why? Why do we have people tolerating people in love that they found so special
even
on
in
social
marriage,
media?
people tolerate. You find
So why is it with this definition of true love and that it exists? It is inculcated in our love lives. Why do we still have?
okay, you see, people go into relationship with that expectation that there is no true love. That's one of the reasons.
So when they are shown true love, they don't know it is true love.
Like people go with that expectation that, see, this guy is just here for this. Like I've seen how that people say, oh, I love you unconditionally, but mostly it's not true. Even the guy that is saying, I love you, something, we were 5 standing, why did you come for me? Why didn't you go to? I'm just asking if you are saying that, oh,
Who are
I
you
love
asking? The person that came for you
I'm
is not
not
here.
saying you.
Okay, he's watching. Okay.
So most of the love people go into are conditional. Hey God, I feel attacked.
By
And
who?
secondly, people don't look before they leap. What I mean by this is somebody comes to you and then you're just all interested in the fantasy and everything that is coming with. You are not interested in, even when you see some red flags, you ignore it. Why? Because he's rich, he's caring,
No,
he's
the Bible
this.
says love covers multitude of sins,
So,
so you will not see.
You ignore,
Love has
but
covered that one.
later you start tolerating
Mm.
because you ignored all the things that were red flags. You
Mm.
did not, you were not deliberate about looking at the action. You were more interested in the words that he's giving you and giving another person. And then thirdly, I think people don't also concentrate on themselves. Like, okay, this is what I want. Most times when you ask, what kind of lady or what kind of man do you want? People have a long list that they don't, half of it they are not. So people go into relationship with the expectation. People ignore red flags, and people go with the mindset that there is nothing like true love. So because I just like her, she's beautiful, so let's go. And she too, well, he's wealthy, he can take care of my needs. They go in there, and then when you get married, the money or the wealth start vanishing. You start enduring or you start tolerating. The money that is to cover his bad character or the attitude is no longer existing, and
So
you start
he's
showing yourself
uncovered.
as well. And the
He's
beauty,
exposed.
when the beauty too that you were looking at, or when the shape that you were all hopeful on, that this girl is all this, after giving birth to one or two, it has diminished. You start feeling like, why am I with this lady? So people just start enduring at that moment. So for me, true love exists, but why people are currently tolerating or just enduring is because for those people, they went into the relationship with the wrong mindset. There's no true love. Secondly, they ignored all the red flags for 1 or 2 reasons best known to them. And then thirdly, you never worked on yourself. See, we live in a world where a lot of people are pretending. Like people pretend just for what they can get. And that is why we give an example of somebody joining the choir because of a sister that he knows that this one will not accept anybody if he's not in the church or youth fellowship. So he will pretend to that when they are Bible study is the one at the forefront contributing. When
Mm.
they say, let's hug, she will say, no, I don't do that.
Mm.
Or he will say, no, let's not do this after marriage.
Mm.
But there's somebody out there that is doing it with.
Mm.
So eventually, they all pretended they got
Mm.
married, and the real self shows. And
Mm.
at that point, you just there's a lady that I heard saying that, see, these people don't know me. Oh, I'm just keeping calm. Let me enter that house first.
Mm.
And then you see guys too that are just pretending, I'm a good boy. I don't drink. I don't womanize. I don't do this. I don't do this. Anything she tells you, he will say yes. He's okay with it. No, I don't want you to touch me. He will say yes, no problem. And then eventually, he will go ahead and join you in the choir. What's the rehearsals day? He will join you. And then eventually, after that, he goes back to his just Bele will face the real front at that point. And so at this point, what are they doing? They have to just tolerate themselves. But
Okay, let me.
their
let
true
me
love.
That's brilliant. But let me also. You know, you people say I'm controversial and I'm not an easy person, even though it's not true about me.
Southside people.
But let me.
Sorry.
You know, your leaders are dying by in Central Zone. All of them are going. They are just 2.5 now. let me. let me bring this question to us. You see, anytime we're on today's life, I think is the time that time decides that it will be time on us. Should true love be defined based on who I am or based on the person I'm in love with? Because you gave what you think true love is a definition. What if I'm in love with you and I don't care? So that's why I'm asking. Because if you say true love is commitment and all of that, there are people that are very opposite what you think about love in this life. When you meet them, they are like, see, the only thing I want, cook for me, I'll love you. And that's not in your definition of true love. Even if it falls under a category, for that person, it shouldn't fall under a category. It should stand on its own. So, should true love be about your definition of it or the definition of your husband? What about you?
Both.
What about you?
So if she say
You,
love,
I'm asking you.
if she say true love is ritual, he is both debater.
What about you? What should true love be about your definition or his definition?
It should be about what we believe in and what we stand for.
That's not the question. I know you are intelligent, but I'm just asking in all sincerity and seriously, and let's be honest, should true love be about what you define or what he defines?
Personally, none of it.
It's not true, Joyce. You are not
You-
going
you-
to
you-
be in love with yourself.
You know why I said
You-
that?
You know why I'm saying you are not going to be in love with yourself. If you don't love him the way he wants, he will leave you. By leaving you, I don't mean walking away. No, he's still there. But that's just his presence you have.
I think it should be defined by the man.
No, it's not even. No,
Yes,
when you see
Yes, it
Joyce.
should be defined by the man.
Let me explain. You are saying to you. The reason why we have a lot of love is not an easy practice. Love is not an easy practice. You see, that's why people that are not intelligent in that aspect, they don't survive it. If you meet a lady and you say, I'm in love with you, you must know what love means to her if you want to properly love her. And the lady must know what love means to me if she wants to properly love me. If she wants to love me the way she loves, I must understand this is how she loves. This is how I love it. Are we willing to? Because nothing will change. Believe me, nothing will change.
So I'm thinking that you see all the problems that we are having or the challenges that people that are in love, be it married or in relationship, are facing is because they are defining it based on their own standard.
That is what it means, disagreement.
Okay.
Most of the people that you have that have problems in their relationship, go and check. They are disagreeing over certain things.
Okay. So why I said it should not be about
Why would you
what
disagree over something that you thought you agreed? Because you were thinking you agreed, but you never talked about it to its nitty-gritty. That's the truth, Jemima.
But
Because
you need to have set some form of principles for yourself before you would meet. If I
why
say,
did
hold
I
on,
say
if
you
I
have
say-
to be intelligent to be in love?
if I
If you are
say-
not intelligent, you can't do what you are saying now.
If I say I would go with him, so if I have 4 different relationships, I would
People
have
should
had
not think we are
4
deviating. We have
different
established the
true
fact
loves.
that you can find love on social media.
media.
But we are explaining how you can run the love that you have found.
If I would go based on demand, it means if I had 4 different relationships, I would have had 4 different true loves. Because I am
Of course.
going based
Of
on
course,
what the man
as far
wants.
as my school of thought is concerned, of course. If
But
you
if I
had
have
gone out
some-
with 4 different men,
Yes.
most likely the name of the first one is Peter, the name of the second one is
Paul.
Timothy, the other one is Hendrix, the other one is Harris.
Yes.
Okay, I just mentioned my children's name. Okay, so let's just say these 4 people, and maybe one is from Taraba, one is from Enugu, one is from Kaduna, one is from Lagos. Can you see how different their personalities are? That is what you have fallen in love with.
But I should have at least had some understanding and belief of my own true love. Then when I meet someone, together we work.
You still
But
don't
if
get.
I'm
You
just
still
going
don't get the
to-
point. You are trying to talk about what Solo said. My point
Okay.
is, Jemima, I Tony Nakali, I am in love with you. I want to plant a future and harvest that future with you and you alone. And then you start telling me, okay, me, this is what I want. Since you want something serious, this is what I want. This is what I want. These 3 things, I don't want to play with them. If I really love you, that should be my definition of true love at that point in time. Why? Because this is the manual of this product. So I said, well, I just broke up with Joyce. She was a nice girl. If not that Hassan came and showed her money and she followed him, that would have been my person. But we bonded very well. And because I enjoyed being with her, let me bring the manual of that product and apply it on this product. It will not work, ma. And that is why I keep telling, anywhere I have the opportunity of telling people, when you say you are talking about true love, what is true love? If you can be able to define what true love is, then that definition is not for you. It's for the man that is coming to your life. And if that man is defining what true love means to him, it's not for him, it's for you that is walking into his life. Because that is why people love wrongly. What do I mean by people love wrongly? I'm a difficult person, whether on set or off set. The cameraman is struggling to follow me. After he has gotten the shot, I'll just move back immediately. You see, let's be factual about this. There is no woman that wants to suffer being with any man. I heard a situation yesterday about a lady that is so jealous that even if he's the sister of the man calling, she's jealous. She's crying. One time he said, no, this is my friend. See, he called her back and they spoke. And she even talked to him. She said, because she said, okay, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. He said, I will, you too. And then she now said, that you too that you said. She said, I love you. And you said, you too. And then the lady left and went to buy sniper. That she said she would have taken sniper to kill herself if not that her sister spoke. Can you love like that? Why? Because you are not that girl. You see, it's different strokes for different folks. The mistake we make most of the time is, I'm walking into Joyce's life, but I don't care what she thinks about love. How can we stay? How can we make it work? It's not possible. The determining factor for being with her is what love means to her. Am I ready to meet up? If yes, we don't have to talk about anything in our relationships. As people, we don't have to talk about anything. We just meet issues, we deal with them and keep going on. But the established facts of who we really are is being created. We have adopted it. We have agreed. And we have antidote to that. And we are moving in line with who we are. If not, have you met people that tell you, if I marry you, you will look for house girl, I will not be cooking for you? Have you heard about girls like that? And on the other hand, there are girls that are saying, yes, there are girls that are saying, nobody will cook for my husband. If you are traveling, I will cook and put it for you inside this. You travel with it. If I'm traveling, I'll cook and leave at home. Nobody is cooking for my husband. opposite, does that mean that the other one does not have right to love?
Okay, so you see why I said that I would like I would like you to actually address this because time is fast spent. If I'm to define love for the person that is dating me, or if
You are not defining love for him. You are just explaining what love,
means
to
to
you,
me,
and he has to adopt it.
okay,
if
and,
he
and,
really
and that
wants to
should be
love
the
you.
standard.
I think for my own school of thought, because why do people have problems? She wants me to be doing this. She wants me to be. I can't. He wants me to be doing this. He wants me to be doing that. I can't.
Okay, so what if this guy, what if this guy now that loves me or wants me to love him says that what love means to him is having sex with him every day. So should that be my definition of true love? Should I stick with that as a Christian? That was why I said earlier on that I should not define it, or he should not define it for me.
You're not understanding my point. You are the one that said love is not the ultimate reason why someone will be with someone. Have you ever been in a relationship that did not work and it ended?
Yes.
Have you ever been in another one apart from that one?
Yes.
Have you ever been in another one apart from that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 at least. Did you have similar problems dealing with these men that you left?
No.
Different strokes for different folks. Why you could not continue the condition or how they love? That was why you left. If this guy is asking you this, that is what true love means to him. That's why we say love is not enough reason to remain. Where are your principles? Where are your beliefs? So if you believe things other than him, you are not supposed to be together.
So that's just the point I wanted us to clear, because for somebody now, like Sambo Solomon said, the guy should define what the love is. And if he's saying that this is what love means to him, like a girl out there that is contrary to her belief, might not, okay, since it is the guy that should define it, let me just do it. See, we have a lot of ladies out there that are living by that standard. Like what the guy says love means to him. You have to come to my house early in the morning every day to clean up. You're not married yet. Clean up.
You signed up for slavery.
This. Every weekend you have to come. Every weekend you have to come to my house.
You have signed up for slavery because see, you see, when girls say things like, nobody has ever loved me like this man, what do they mean? Because you just reduce sex. You just reduce love to sex. And it's an integral part of it.
And
but there are
also
certain things that are so little, like the littlest thing will deprive you of sex, both of you. So how is that thing big compared to how big love is? If that comes out where I don't know how to put
there are also guys out there that you see them, they're almost running to depression.
Should we take the show to 1 o'clock?
No. They are also
just do decision time for on behalf of Reverend Silas.
Because I need you to also address this. There are guys that genuinely love ladies. Like I've seen
now
guys
you're acting
out
like
there.
the anchor of the show.
I know guys that love ladies as well. But the girl standard is you have to give me money every day. You have to take care of all my needs. You have to do, and the guy doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't want to lose this girl. Every day, helter skelter. There are guys that have given up on their education so that the girl can have it. There are guys that are restless. They can't sleep day in, day out because they want to meet the girls. That's what she says love means to her. She will call you all manner of names. Go and do Yahoo now. She doesn't care. She wants the money.
Yesterday, I dealt with an issue. Just yesterday, just last night, I dealt with an issue of someone who says he has been spending on this girl. Now, he went to her house in her absence, called him and insulted the living daylight out of him. He said to me that the phone that she's using, I bought it for her. The school, the house, her hostel, I'm paying. But I can't visit her there. And when I visit her parents, even if I took something to them, it's a problem. Now she's sick. She's calling me to ask for money. I keep giving her money. So I said, I'm going to give you the same treatment that I gave somebody. Stay away from giving her money for the next 1 month, but love her however. So call me a month later and tell me what's left of the relationship. There will be nothing. You cannot be so selfish to the person you say you are in love with. You don't love the person. If the person has a lot to play with, even if he makes 1 billion every day, that giving you 1 million, he won't feel a pinch of his from his account. It's wrong. That's extortion. And there are people that are married, they still do that to their men or their women. The only time your wife exists is when you want to have carnal knowledge of her. The only time your husband exists is when you want to get money from him. It's wrong. There are so many things that we should nurture our relationships with. Joyce, there are people that know that this relationship, I should be out of it. The lie that the devil has told them is, you can never find another person like this one. It's not true. In fact, the devil is blocking you from the right person in your life by keeping that evil person in your life. So you see, it's so unfortunate that people go into marriage and discover certain things about their lovers. But Joyce, honestly, in all honesty, how can I have a definition of love on behalf of somebody that is going to love me? Is dictatorship. And you don't dictate in love. You love easily, naturally. Love is sweet. Love is, it takes a lot of effort to make it work. You understand? It takes a lot of effort because, sir, the greatest problem people have with being in love, the greatest problem people have with being in love is familiarity. It's familiarity. Where you can see the person naked, you can see him clothed, you can see the person eating, you have peeped in the bathroom and said, take the soap, you have done this, you have seen everything about the person.
They call
you
it
know,
see finish now.
You know, yes. You know his weaknesses, you know his strength and all of that. And the Bible says that that is your head. So it is difficult to reconcile between that is your head. What do you mean? He's my husband. But what does husband mean? Go and check. It's God's original idea. People are tampering with it. You can never ever enjoy love if you don't go back to how it was said it should be done. You can never enjoy it. The person that invented it, in fact, he manufactured the people that should practice what he invented. And you are part of the people. You have the manual, but you say, well, you know this love thing, I think I have a better. Keep having a better. It will never ever work. The standard is that you love on the condition that she submits. But some people will say, no, it's not a condition. Read it well, understand it well. If you submit, you will receive the love. If you don't submit, they will show you that they are in love with you. They are two different things. Like I told somebody, actually, we were doing campaign, and then he never wanted to call me. He's a state governor. He never wanted to call me. I was calling, he was not picking. So finally, on the eve of the campaign, he called me and we met. And I said, I do not have a candidate. Because he was angry of the other person I supported. So he said, tomorrow we are going to do gubernatorial. How do we do blah, blah? I said, sir, I don't have a candidate. But I have someone I'm voting for. There are two different things. He said, what does it mean? It's the same thing. I said, no. Sir, I'm voting for you, but you're not my candidate. What that means is I can be working for others to vote another person. But I am voting for you, working for people to vote you. See, having a candidate is different from voting a candidate. But somebody is watching and saying, how can you say this? No, there are people that work for, as a professional. I can do media strategy and all of that for somebody. You think it will not work for people to vote? The people will get convinced to vote that person. But if you didn't engage my services, and that time is a peak period for my kind of business, sir, I will just give you one vote, but I will do what will make somebody have 500 votes or 1,000 votes, or even 10,000 votes. What annoys you the most about the love that is found online?
Because a lot of people pretend to be who they are not. And when you get to meet physically, you find for yourself that
did you notice Jemima is her mouth is a pen of a ready writer. The pretense.
The lie. In some.
You must go left.
Lie.
Everybody's going right. You must go left. Oh, wow. Cameraman, follow me again. I want to relax. I end the show. As instructed by the general manager of the studio. Round up, round up, round up, round up. In fact, finally, I have this point. Number in Sabakugiamu.
No, I'm begging on their behalf.
Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you found this show useful. It doesn't matter where love is found, but it matters a lot how that love is practiced. We want you to respect whoever you are with. There's no reason why you should lie. There's no reason why you should cheat. There's no reason why you should be frivolous with your body. There's no reason why you should be with multiple men or multiple women. Just find the person you love, stick with that person, help the person to love you the way you want so that the person can love you the way you should be loved. Thank you very much for watching. Be kind to one another. Thank you, Equa Executive, for giving us the opportunity to do this every now and then. Cast and crew, God bless you. From us here at Equa Television, we're grateful that you watch. Be kind to one another. See you Monday. God bless you.